Listen, folks, I keep saying this. You get yourself to a certain level of success in whatever it is that you do, the internet will come for you. When you get reckless and you get a little bit too comfortable, the internet will come for you. When you talk greasy about other people, other countries, other ideologies, other races, and you just coming from a place of ignorance or hate, the internet will come for you. And that's exactly what happened with Gilbert Arenas. Now, I've listened to Gilbert Arenas' podcast because he's done a lot of content in regards to WNBA. So I listen, and he's very matter of fact to a fault a lot of times. I understand a lot of the points that he makes. Getting to those points can sometimes be very crass, very direct. And it's kind of like you don't care if he hurting feelings, because he does have that ego of a former player that he is always right, especially when it comes to things about the NBA and basketball and stuff like that. But a lot of the stuff he says is right, and a lot of his opinions, I do understand it. However, you got to have some tact in what you're doing. And in this situation, he got a little bit too comfortable. He got a little bit too jokey. As we used to say in the NFL, you're not paying attention. You in the back of the room kikiing with your boys and not understanding the situation. Because he just flat blasted the Sudan basketball team. But the way he did it, it was very, it was very racist. It was very xenophobic. Not giving a damn. And he probably doesn't even know the history of Sudan and the stuff that they had to go through, their situation. He knows about it enough to joke about it, but he doesn't know about it or is not empathetic to the point where he would respect what they have done to even get to that point where they can even play a challenging game against the U.S. team. So he does what he does, and, you know, on his platform, and he talks like he always talks, and he got a little bit too comfortable. And cracking jokes like that, and you forget what other people have to go through. That's ignorance. You're not trying to pay attention to it. You're not worried about it. You just want to make your jokes, make your point, and keep it moving. If somebody get their feelings hurt, the hell with them. Now, there are some situations where people can be a little feeling some kind of way and in their feelings about certain things. That part I understand. This ain't it. Especially when the Olympics are about to start. The spirit of competition and respecting one another and all of that kind of stuff that you go in, all the intangible stuff that they always talk about, the stories and, you know, what somebody took to get to a certain point. That's the stuff that people talk about. And basically he just, everything that the Sudan team went through, he just shit on it. Big time.
We got the males almost lost to some Africans. Yeah, goddamn, dog. Almost lost to the Ahi tribe. This is crazy. What is going on, man? Embiid over there throwing the game. He throwing the game for his cousins. Come on, man. Cool Runnings. We're not supposed to lose to the Cool Runnings team. That's the last team we're supposed to lose to or be close with. They don't even have shoes. They get their shoes from America. We gotta ship them shoes. They don't even have basketball rims, dog. Feed the troops. Send wheat, send water and bread.
So obviously he had to come back and issue an apology. And even his apology was a little, you know, kind of half-hearted because he trying to save face. Because that's his personality. That's his attitude. He ain't want to, I'm going to give the apology, but I'm going to still try to make my point while I'm giving the apology. If I offended somebody, it wasn't meant to be that way. And it's like, you know, people tell me all the time, sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And even if you don't intend to be hurtful or ignorant, that don't ever stop some people. Don't ever stop them. So he catching hell right now from all sides, and he gonna catch it for a little while, especially when you got a platform that's as big as his. The internet will come for you, and you got to be careful. And I've said this before. I talked about, look at the situation with Gilbert Arenas. You look at the situation with Cheryl Swoops, Lexi Brown. I issued a warning, like Angel Reese. All them people out there that are getting this notoriety and they're reaching levels that they've never been before. But they still want to talk the same way. I'm not going to change who I am. I'm me. I'm going to keep it real and you can do that. You can very well do that. But sometimes that comes at a cost. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful of what you say. You got to be careful of how you say it. You got to be careful of when you say it. Because everybody's listening. Everybody's listening. So we'll see what's going to happen with Gilbert, and see, I'm sure he'll address it on his next podcast. But also the flip side of that is the way this digital landscape is working. Everybody's going to be tuning in to see what he says about the situation. So the bad part about that, he going to win off of this too, because he going to get more clicks for his website. That's just the way it works right now. That is the way it works. Ain't really nothing you can do about it.